Hey guys, this is my 33rd episode, and I know I said I was gonna show you this cockatrice, like I said it like 2 times in 2 different videos beforehand last week, and I never showed it because I started getting, I got a big haul for for some of my cosplay stuff, and I also showed you guys the bunny ear cosplay stuff and the what was it? And some of the Beanie Boos, the tiny TYs, and the Tsum Tsums, and those were pretty big hauls, and I held these pictures off for some time just because I got those on the weekend, and now I want to switch back to drawings and show you some of them before I forget. And I do want to show you the wings that I got, but instead I was thinking I would start a new segment on my channel that has to do with cosplay, and I'll actually show you the full-on cosplay that I have with my wings, because for my wings I'm doing a Maximum Ride cosplay, and for those of you who know, there's a novel, there is a manga of that, and what happens is I don't really like the design of the novel because they just used white kids, and they sort of didn't do really good hairstyling or any nice design. And not to be like racist or anything, but it looks really like generic white people, and I have a problem with that because in the manga, which is the original story, they have different like hairstyles, and you can tell that they should be in different backgrounds, like Japanese, American, and all those other types of backgrounds. There's more than just white people there, and that's what like kind of confuses me about the whole concept that they made for the covers of their novel books. I haven't read that, so I don't know if the stories are good, but so far I don't like that concept of the artwork. And yeah, so I'm cosplaying as Fang, which is a guy character, and in the manga, he has long hair, and his look looks really Asian, so he sort of looks like a Japanese person, and I'm assuming that's the look they were going for when they made the original story. So yeah, so anyways, I have posted a picture of my cosplay on him before, but I am gonna make another video showing my entire outfit, so that way you guys know what it looks like up close. Anyways, this is my cockatrice that I made. As I said before in my other video of mythical creatures, that she is based off of the concept of the game Brave Frontier, which is a phone game. So it's a really good game, and as before, as any video that I mentioned Brave Frontier, I definitely recommend it for people who like playing phone games, because it has a strategy to it, but at the same time it's simple enough. Like, the fighting is really simple. It's not really like strategy fighting or anything, but it is a strategy to choose what units and what characters to use in your team. And so in Brave Frontier, there's actually no tail, and there's actually 3 snakes as a tail, but I decided to make it 1 tail and then 1 snake for the tail, and I colored it dark green, and the eyes are supposed to be yellow, but as you can see, the black kind of was too much. I outlined it too thickly, and it sort of is dark yellow now, and it's hard to see, but he has a red collar, which is matching her, and like Cockatrice has a nice feathered tail, orange tipped wings, and I colored her feet brown, and the heart on her collar is brown just to give it some more contrast with the whole body, and it matches the feet, and she has a red collar as well, and the bottom of her beak is orange and her eye is green. So the snake and the chicken part match. And as you guys have known, I already showed you pepperoni and my Cerberus. So if you haven't seen that video, please go check it out. And I showed you guys my mythical creatures, and that's where they come from. So now I'm going to continue on to my other drawing, which I just finished on Friday, and this is Shane, and Shane, she looks like a lizard, and that's why I colored her blue and green, just because she looks like a reptile, but there's orange here just to give it some contrast with the eye and stuff. And yeah, so Shane is actually a harpy, and the reason why I made her a harpy is because on Brave Frontier there's a unit that's a harpy, but she doesn't look like this, of course, but I just wanted to make a harpy because I've never done that before. Now Shane has nice green hair, and her eyebrows are half green and blue, and her hair is also half blue as well. As you can see, her lips match her hair and eyebrows, and they're half blue and half green, and as she has sharp teeth, and her eyes match her hair clip, and her hair clip is purple and red, and her eyes are purple, and I wanted something to stand out for the inside part near the pupil, so I made it yellow, which is the opposite color in the color wheel of purple. So that's why I made it yellow, and then inside I gave it some detailing with the orange, and you can see the 4 white spots that highlight her eye, and then that's her entire eye, and I colored those pink. The pink sort of is to replicate, like, the human eye has, like, some pink on the near that part of the eye. Anyways, these are like the creases and wrinkles, just to give it some more realistic texture. And she has really nice eyelashes. They're not too big, but they're all, at the same time, they're pretty nice. And her other eye is closed and has a scar on it. Now, I mentioned this before on my Facebook page and my other video that I showed her that she wasn't outlined, but I mentioned that she has this scar on her face because she was scratched, and she looks evil, but she's not, and she's really nice. Her personality is very fun and energetic, and that's how I made her. And her eye is closed because her eye is technically damaged because of the scar, but anyways, she can see through the closed eyelid, and that's like a power that I gave her just to make her special in a way. And yeah, she breathes through gills that aren't really gills, but she breathes air, regular air like human beings, but I just gave her gills because I didn't really want to put like a full-on nose on her, so I thought gills would look nice. But she looks like a lizard, I know that, but she's not. She is a harpy, and this is this is a half body drawing of her. I was gonna do a full body drawing, but then I drew her head too big, and I decided to leave it like that because it's a hassle to redo her face and stuff. So as you can see the full part of her hair, and she has really decent length of hair, and she is wearing this white turtleneck, which is based off of the Arrow, which is the name of the unit in Brave Frontier, which is the Harpie. Anyways, her wings are white, but before that I wanted to color them brown, but then I decided just to color the tips like a goldish bronzish color, just to give it that overall nice look to it, and that way there's some shading going on, but it's overall it looks nice white. And I'll show you guys these. This is a cat. I forgot if I posted this or not, but before that I posted other pictures of cats from a cat cafe called Todd's Cat Cafe. And for those of you who don't know what a cat cafe is, you pay to go see cats. You pay by buying their food. So they have drinks and they have a cheesecake and some small snacks, but the main part is they have cakes. They have, no, not cakes. The main part is drinks. Anyways, cat cafes are very popular in Japan, and at first, Humane Society didn't like the idea of Todd's Cat Cafe, and Todd's Cat Cafe is in Toronto, and at first they didn't like the idea of people paying to see cats. And as we all know, in the world we have zoos, and this isn't run like a zoo where animals can be abused or anything. This is actually run like they actually take care of the cats nicely, and the minimum purchase is $5 to go into the cat before you go into the cat room, and they have to have your name on a waiting list, and you have to wait at least 45 minutes, or if people leave early you can just go in there. There's usually no time limit on how long you can stay in the cat room, but there is a time limit, especially when there's so many people, so you can't stay there forever unless you're at a time where barely any people are there. And yeah, so the reason why I drew these cats were because I really enjoyed like seeing the cats and stuff, and the cats can be some of them aren't really nice sometimes, like, but it's normal cat behavior to do that. And sometimes when you put your hand in front of the cats and try to pet them, they don't like seeing your hand, so they'll try to scratch you and stuff. And my brother and I have been scratched before by a few of them, but that's just because you have to keep in mind it's normal cat behavior to do that, first of all, and second of all, it's they're from Humane Society, and that's why they act like that. But this is a better place for people to adopt the cats, because if you adopt it there, the cats last longer. You know the whole idea of Humane Society putting down their animals just because a lot of people don't want them because they're old or they're kind of aggressive, and this is just a place that gives them a second chance to have better owners. That's why some of them are aggressive like that, but they don't mean to hurt people, and that's why it's fun to go there, just because you get to see them. And also, if you're looking to adopt a cat, you can go adopt a cat from there. So I drew one of the cats that was laying down, and I did not color it yet. So I'm going to color these in pencil crayon, of course. And I'm thinking about not outlining them just because it gives that fur effect. And yeah, this is a sleeping one. And I read the names, and this is the one that I really remember. And her name is Bunny. And Bunny scratched me because she doesn't like seeing the hand in front of her. Anyways, if someone adopts her, I really hope someone does, because what happens is cats will get used to it over time. She will have to get used to it. That's how people pet their cats and stuff. So yeah, she'll get used to it eventually. She's a really beautiful cat. So this is my other drawing that I worked on, and this is from my friend Mage, and it's funny because I don't know his actual name, and all my friends call him that, but to be honest, it sounds like a really unique name that it doesn't really sound like it would be a name. So he could have either made it up or not, but I'm assuming that it is his real name just because everyone calls him that. And yeah, I don't know what to say about that, but he's really cool. And so I drew him as a dragon, and yeah, so I'm gonna color this in probably with regular pencil crayons. I don't really want to go over him in my touch markers and then ruin anything because this is a special drawing. And then I drew another one, of course, with me as a cat in a maid dress, and yeah. And this is actually, I'm not, so this is a picture I've been working on. I'm going to post it really soon and change my profile picture to my page profile picture to it, just because I want this to be the logo instead of the other picture, because that picture is pretty old. And yeah, I just want it to be my profile picture, my logo, so I'm gonna change it to this one instead. And that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed the artwork you saw today, and tomorrow I will post another Pokemon video. Yeah, I'll do my Pokemon card video, my weekly Pokemon card video, and then yeah, I'll get to it. And that's all. Bye.